Tools and Twisties, precision tools and performance cars. Hey, today we have a Harbor Freight inside track deal alert, 7 days of super deals. We have a lot of the tools right here on the workbench, and I'll give you a quick review of what I think is worth buying, what I think is a miss. Also, there's a Black Friday sale coming up, and there's another video that I'll link to. Look on the card above and in the description below, and you can see we do a full discussion of the Icon Ratchet, 40% off sale, the G2 ratchets, and tell you what I think is a hit and miss on that sale. But on this next sale, it's on now through 7 days from now. First item up is the Icon screwdriver set. It is on sale for 22 bucks. I've gone back and forth on this set. I think at the list price, it's a miss. 50 bucks. I think there's other screwdrivers that I prefer. Some of the Vessel screwdrivers, the Weha, the Wera screwdrivers. And if you're paying list price for this, I'd say skip this and go for one of those sets. There'll be some links below if you are interested in the Weha, Wera, or Vessel sets. But for the price, 22 bucks, this thing's a steal. It's a big set. And my issue with the Icon screwdrivers really isn't the blades. I think the blades are great. They work very well. It's the handle shape and the handle feel, which isn't to my preference. But different people have different preferences. And if you like the Snap-on Instinct handles, you may like these handles. But at any rate, 22 bucks. I just went and bought a set today. It was the last set at my local store, so at that kind of discount, I think you might run into some out-of-stock situations. They may be orderable online now as well, so check it out. The Icon screwdrivers on sale for 22 bucks. Next up is the Icon folding light, rechargeable light. I have several of these. I picked up another one today in green. They work really well. I like them. I use them quite a bit. They're pretty robust. They hold up well. One complaint some people have is the heads on them only fold in one direction, and they feel like sometimes it folds in the wrong direction, that you want to be able to fold it in like that. And I thought I saw at SEMA that they're redesigning this so it does fold in both directions. But as of today, stock in the store is still only folds in one direction. It's a little bit ironic because the less expensive Braun version at Harbor Freight does fold in both directions. Now the hinge on this, you can just tell the feel overall. It's not as robust of a flashlight. I think it also doesn't have quite as many lumens as the Icon. But they're both good lights. I have them both. I use them both a lot. And I think at the sale price, 25 bucks, this Icon's a buy. Next up is the Icon 3/8 inch general service kit. For me, this one's a miss. And I think the reason it's a miss is because I like the Quinn Master Socket Set, which is this right here, so much. It's a great set, and that one's also on sale for 78 bucks. One of the problems I have with the Icon set is it comes with the old Icon G1 ratchets and has a ton of wasted space on the blow molded set. Whereas the Quinn set comes with these Quinn low profile ratchets, which I really like. There's another video. Also look for a link in the cards and a link in the description, and you'll see I do a full review comparing the Quinn to some Icon in the sockets and the service sets. Really like these Quinn ratchets, and the sockets are also quite a wide range. I think they go 6 to 27. Yeah, in deep and shallow, metric and standard. And I really like the way the sockets are built. They're high quality. I haven't used this set a ton, but I've used some of them, and they work really well. They seem to hold up well, and I think at that kind of price, again, good deal, 78 bucks. That's not the cheapest it's ever been, but it's still a pretty good deal at 30 bucks, about 29 bucks off. Next up is the Pittsburgh Flex-Head Ratchet. Now this is the long version that's on sale for 25 bucks. This is the same ratchet, but with a slightly shorter handle. I like these ratchets. They're pretty nice. They're a decent deal. They're not a locking flex head, but relatively low, actually quite low back drag. They work quite well. Nice, comfortable handle. I would say the only reason I have it as a question mark rather than a must buy is that right now the DieHard 3/8 is on sale at Advance Auto for about the same price. And this is the DieHard here. Pretty similar ratchets. You can see the head size is very similar. The flex is very similar. They're both non-locking, non-indexed ratchets. They both have serviceable heads. Again, the one that's on sale from Harbor Freight Pittsburgh is about the same length as this DieHard. So the length is about the same. One difference you may notice is that the DieHard ratchet has sort of the same on-off, in-out orientation as, let's call it the snap-on or US orientation, where if the ratchet is in this position, it is for loosening or for tightening, and if it's in this position, it's for loosening. And the Harbor Freight Pittsburgh is opposite that. The Harbor Freight is similar to the orientation that Koken ratchets use. So if you're a Koken guy, maybe you'll prefer the Pittsburgh orientation. You won't have to switch back and forth between the two. If you're a snap-on person or other ratchets, maybe you prefer this DieHard. And if you don't care, like I don't really care, you're good with any of these ratchets. They're all great ratchets, quite honestly. I love my snap-on. I love my Koken. This DieHard is relatively new to me, but it seems like a great ratchet. And for the money, I think that these Pittsburghs are really pretty good ratchets. So DieHard ratchet, link to that from Advance Auto. Next up is the Quinn Precision Screwdriver Set. That's this here. And I just picked this up today too, and really just was playing with it a little bit earlier today. And I gotta say, it's a little bit of a maybe for me. It does come with a nice case, which is kind of cool. But, and it's $10, which is, hard to beat. And it's pretty comprehensive. It has Phillips, it has straight, it has some hex bits, it has some Torx bits in it. I think my issue with it is that I really like the Weha or the Wera screwdrivers, and this Wera Precision Set's only $22. Now, okay, 10 versus 22, it's more than double, and this is a much smaller set. This is just flat and Phillips, where this is flat Phillips, and it gives you some hex and some Torx as well. But the quality difference is really, it's noticeable between the two. The way the pivot moves on the end, just picking up one of these Quinns, it just doesn't feel like the same quality. It feels like, it's half the quality at half the price. The Weras are just really nice. I would say these are, professional grade tools, and these are kind of homeowner grade tools or light, prosumer. But you can't, it's hard to convey on video, but just the friction on that swivel end cap versus the Wera. And, if you try to bend the shaft, again, it doesn't really show up on video. These are just much nicer tools. So question mark, $10, hard to go wrong for $10 if you maybe need them occasionally, but not professional grade in my book. Next up, another set of inexpensive tools are these Pittsburgh pry bars. Ridiculously cheap at $7. A 3-piece set, ladyfoot style. You can see they're made in China. The quality, by the way, these are made in Thailand, I believe, which I haven't seen a lot of. Is it Thailand? Made in, says it here somewhere. At any rate, I can't find it now. Made in Thailand, yes. Haven't seen a lot of tools made in Thailand. These, made in China, no surprise there. And you can see the quality is, it's so-so. Like even just the way they've masked off the painting for painting the shaft. It's kind of like, yeah, whatever, good enough. Are they going to bend? I don't know. Are they going to break? I don't know. They're probably usable tools, especially, in these smaller sizes. It's not like you're putting a ton of, force on them. But I did not have a set of pry bars in this sort of ladyfoot style before. So I thought I'd give them a try for $7. And I think it's a go for $7. Give it a try. Next up are these, the Icon colored ball end hex in metric. And, I bought a set of these fairly recently. I think it's a miss. It's only $15, which isn't that much. But you can get this Wera set. Now, admittedly, these are not ball end, and these are not long pattern, and it's a little bit smaller set. But, Wera makes absolutely top quality tools. And how much do you think this is? $10. $10 for a German company. I think they're made in Czech Republic. Super high quality. metric hexes versus 15 bucks for, I don't know, maybe they're good, maybe they're not. Put in the comments below if you've used these, if you think they're great tools or not. But that's kind of our tool haul from this Harbor Freight sale. Again, the Black Friday sale is starting soon. Icon ratchets 40% off, Daytona jacks 30% off. Check in the links above for links to the video that discusses that. And my best of video, I'll link over here. And let me know in the comments which of these tools you like, which of these tools you love, which of these tools you think are absolute junk. Are you a Snap-on DieHard fan? Only Snap-on will do. Is Coke in your jam? Or, is a Pittsburgh ratchet just good enough for anything you need to do? That's it for today. Tools and Twisties, and we are out.